Got a long way to go. Old man got to pace himself. Back on the road. I got to get my own gates now because I have none of my children with me this weekend. This is the first time that I've been up here on what we call work weekend. Probably in about, I would say 15, maybe as long as 18 years that I haven't had one of my kids with me to get the gates, to be my pack mule, to help me out, and kind of miss them. They're growing up, got other things to do and other places to be, but I'll still have some of them here with me this weekend. My oldest daughter, her husband, they're on the lease, so they'll be up here tomorrow and we'll get to spend time together. But I'll still be getting my own gates, so looking forward to a productive season. Last 2 years, we've had a huge acorn crop up here. The live oaks, shin oaks, even the red oaks, they were loaded with acorns. Tons of pecans, all the native pecans were loaded. Last year, the wild persimmons had more, in the 30 years I've been here, more wild persimmons last year than I've ever seen up here, and I seen branches bent over touching the ground. So we'll hopefully, I hate to say it, acorns make it hard to hunt, but it also makes fat, healthy deer, so it's a give and take thing. So we see a whole lot more deer at our feeders whenever we don't have a huge acorn crop. The pigs don't come as often either. So anyway, we're gonna head on out down the highway and we'll get back with you soon. Well, I just looked a little silly. I walked all the way over there, and if you look over there and see that feeder, anybody can see that they don't even have the timer on it, so how's the battery gonna be in there? So we know that battery ain't there. We're going across the creek over here. I tell you what, I'm not going to even drive. I'm going to walk over here since I got time. This creek here has some natural. This is called Threadgill Creek. And it has a lot of natural springs that feed it, and they rarely ever go dry. Oh, pig's been rooting right there. Well, he definitely got some weed eating to do. Thing's a little smarter than I am. I tried to get both hands on it. Well, I guess I can tell him I got good news and bad news. The battery's in here, but I don't know if it has a charge in it or not. It's hooked up to the solar panel. Got it back together. Yeah, so he did leave his battery. He left everything running in there. Looks like the wire's still good on the solar panel. Well, I'm gonna just guess that since he left that one in there, that the other one's gonna be in there too, so I'm not gonna walk over there yet. Looks like I'm not gonna get any painting done today, so I'll go over to my stand and start taking feeders down. Beautiful country. I'm gonna hop out of the pickup right quick. I'm gonna show y'all something. I was talking about all the nuts and fruits and everything bearing. Walk over here and show you. This is a buckeye tree here. They're still not dried out and matured yet. We come back around in about a month or so, and the buckeyes will be popping out of the seeds. So, and here's another one over here in front of the pickup. Now, I don't know what eats these things or what does them. There's some more hog rootings here. They're not eating buckeyes because they ain't under the tree. I've heard that the deer will eat them, and then I've heard people say no, they won't. So I don't know either way. There's one busting out of the hole right there. You can see what that looks like there. Hope to get the camera on it. I guess that helped. That's the only one I see busting out of the holes right now. come season, most of them that are fell to the ground are gone, so something eats them. Have to do some research on it, maybe Google. But anyway, just wanted to show y'all that. I'm gonna share y'all a little story about this deer stand. Another guy used to be on this lease. He hunted 1 year and got off. I don't know how well you can see the inside of this. He started the frame of it. He built a deck. I think he framed up the walls and stood them up. That's about as far as he got with it. He came to my house with this thing on a trailer. And he had enough ropes on that thing. It looked like one of them jungle gyms them kids play with on the playgrounds. And I was like, what the heck? And we took all the ropes off, and I saw why he had it tied up. That thing was so wobbly, it wouldn't even stand on its own. And of course, he shows up at the house and says, can you help me? But anyway, that's kind of what we're up to right now. Getting this thing repainted, redone. It's in good shape. No rotten wood on it, no nothing. It just needs a little cosmetic work. That visor design on these stands, I got that cut at a 30. And it's made out of cedar 1x12. And you put that on there, and it takes a pretty darn good rain, blowing rain, to get inside these windows. These windows fold up into the inside, and they'll stay up on their own. So anyway, we're fixing to get the caulk out, caulk it. Sun's coming back out. I got about an hour, hour and a half of daylight left, so I'm gonna get this thing painted up. All right, well, here's what we're up to today. We're gonna unload this stand here. Got a 5x8, pretty good size, small Gramp. He said, ha. Got a 5x8 stand, pretty heavy. And as opposed to trying to push it off the trailer, we're gonna use that pickup there to pull this and get it set up. So we're gonna get a little picture of this.
Good?
See how all this is gonna work. This stand here belongs to Julia. She's behind the tree here. Say hi, Julia. And we got Stefik driving.
Easy. Help put that forward and drive, see what it does. Easy. Go ahead.
Make that Chevy work.
Nope. Whoa. Work. Going to one side. Watch your fingers. Woo! Doing all the good. He's just like yelling at me, I'm trying. Help! Whoa! Whoa! We don't have nothing to catch over here.
Yeah, it should go now.
It should go.
Somewhere.
Oh, we're good. Send it.
She'll go catch it.
We're good.
Drag that trailer gate down that road, knock them rocks off. Well, we got it. They got it. I didn't do nothing.
You me to I can pull around here and drag it.
That's some more stand shuffling going on. We're moving Stefik's got his feeders loaded up on the trailer. We pull across this draw here. We have this stand load up. Then we're going to another pasture across the highway with it. We're still in the same pasture where we unloaded that 5x8 at. We'll move this one and load another one up when we get there. So see how all that goes. You see? There's a ringtail inside here.
How did y'all see it? You opened the door?
Yeah.
He introduced himself.
Yeah.
Here, go ahead.
Are they
We're about to find out.
Gonna be come out like a spider monkey.
See?
Look at it.
He done set up housekeeping.
Rabies, Grant. I hope he got his corona shot.
Okay, so we got that ringtail in the stand and he won't come out. You're gonna knock your vanilla over. So we're gonna send Grant. Close all the windows. When Grant gets in, I'll shut the door.
No, we're gonna knock that whole stand over.
I thought Jeff was gonna go in and do this.
All right, go get him, Grant. You're my hero.
Do not let him bite you.
Here he goes.
Watch out! Here he comes. Grab him, Grant. There he is. Flushed him out.
He gonna climb up a leg, reach for a nut.
No, he still wasn't. I thought he was gonna.
He wasn't too bad.
No, he went straight away from me.
I've never
He
seen
didn't want
one.
nothing to do with getting close to me. Look at that seal. Why don't we bring the fire?
Well, here we are. It's Friday. And get to the point now. I got my feeders moved yesterday and didn't have a chance to. Actually, I forgot to video them. I forgot the cameras in another pickup. So I didn't get them in video of moving the feeders, but we got them moved out of one pasture and into this pasture and set up. And we're pulling into the gate now. Still don't got no gate getter with me, so I got to get out and get all my own gates. There goes Mel and Frank going to their stand. They didn't even have the common courtesy to give me a honk. So anyway, I got to get my own gates again. So we'll get this load of corn here. Get it to the pasture, and I got about 2 or 3 hours of work ahead of me, so. Get a battery and a timer in this feeder. I don't know if you can see it on that camera shot or not, but I got me a bag of corn on the ground because in my old age I've learned that them old knees feel a whole lot better on something like a bag of corn than they do on them rocks on the ground. Using these timers. And this feeder actually has a remote on it also. Put the negative on the negative. They don't work real well when you wire them backwards. Got the hot one. We'll do a test of it. Make sure it spins. And it does. So we're good. Now comes the fun part. My old buck got a lift. Well, 600 pounds. That's 12 bags of corn to load in it. We'll be back. Well, I got 2 bags in. Got a long way to go. Old man got to pace himself. Get all this corn in there. Take my cap off, it got hot. There it is. That's 600 pounds in there. Ready to shut the lid on this one. Set the timer, put a camera up. Move over to the next feeder, which is back over that direction. Actually, there's 2 more back over there. So we'll get that set up, get it done. feed the deer, and maybe some swine, see what happens with it. These cameras are Browning cameras that I've been using. This is my 3rd year. Really pleased with them. Bought them on sale. They take 6 AA batteries. As long as you use good batteries, the batteries will last the whole season for me. Duracell Quantums. And no, Duracell did not pay me to advertise for them either. Disclaimer, I get paid by nobody to advertise or speak good or bad about any of their products. If they're bad, I'll tell you just as quick. So we got the batteries in. Somewhere I've got an SD card. I'm using 32 gig cards. It doesn't take near that much, but that's what I'm using in them. So we're going to go ahead and get this camera set up. Timers on it. It's going to take me a second to go through all the logistics of it. So I'm going to turn this camera off and we'll get back with y'all in just a minute. I went through all that. It takes me a second to get all the time and date and everything set on it and the delays and all that. So I'm going to, I believe, on setting a trail cam, I do anyway, I take into consideration sunrise and sunset. Sunrise is right over this way. And my camera's going to be facing this way at that feeder right there. So I'm going to utilize this tree right here, and I think I can do it without any adjustment on here. Let's look at it. And I got it pointed straight at me. I'm going to move it just a little bit more toward the feeder. And we're going to go with that. So we got the feeder set. We got the camera set on the 3rd one. Oh, here's the pickup. I got more junk in this truck. One thing's about it, when I get here, I've got everything I need most of the time. I occasionally run out. These feeders I'm running, I'm using these D timers. 2 of them have D remotes connected to them. I'm gonna check that remote on this one. I still got the transmitter. I'm gonna pick up, make sure that they're running. And ouch, dog it. Well, it worked. That one popped me right in the cheek. Probably be a good idea to wear safety glasses when you're gonna do things like that. But I like to say, play a stupid game, you win a stupid prize. So anyway, got that set up. I'm gonna knock that piece of cactus out right here. I think that might get in my way because I can see around that. So I'm gonna get me a shovel and knock that cactus out right there. And I got a few weed tops to knock off. I've learned a lesson in the past. These weeds like this right here, when that wind blows, it makes enough motion to set that camera off, and you're wondering what the heck you're looking for in the picture, and usually it turns out that it was a windy day. So we're going to knock those tops off, get the weed eater out, get that cactus there out of the way, and I'm about done. Got a few tree limbs to trim, and I'm gonna go check on some of the other hunters, a couple of new guys coming in, and see if they need any help. So anyway, that's my setup for this year. Well, we had the camera set up for one night only, and just wanted to share a few of the pics that we got off of it. There was some deer activity there. Nothing great, nothing grand, but at least they're showing up for the corn. So we're hoping for a good year. We're looking forward to these things, and hopefully we'll see a whole lot bigger bucks come deer season.